So can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So everyone is able to see my screen, right? So first I will give you the syllabus. So note down the Java syllabus. So first introduction of the Java. So first introduction of the Java. So second one, so variables and data types. Variables and data types. Next one, control statements. So if you cannot able to hear my voice now, so you can message me in the chat or you can unmute your mics and you tell me. So next looping statements. So next arrays. Next one string. So next oops concept. So exception handling. Next file handling. So next collection framework. So next SQL basics. Next Java database connectivity. So next HTML basics. So JSP, servlet, and project. So this is about the total syllabus of the Java. So note on the syllabus. So completed. Hello, completed a writing. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you can write it, or if you want to take, you can take the screenshot and afterwards you can write it. Okay. So everyone is having the Java softwares. So everyone is having the Java software.
Yes, sir. I have.
So which version we are using?
I think third I have installed in my college.
Okay, so which version of the Java you are using? So if you are not installed now, you just install the Java 8 version. Okay.
8. Okay.
Java 8 version. So how to download this one? No? So directly you can go to the Google. So in Google you can type directly JDK8 download. So once directly if you type JDK8 download, so one screen will open. So in this we have to go to the Java Development Kit 8. So this is the official website of the Java. So in this, so Java is available for all the operating systems. So if you are using the Windows operating system, so you can download. Okay, so Windows into 6486 means based on your operating system. So some people may have used 32-bit operating system, some people will use 64-bit operating system. So maximum Windows 10, Windows 8 will support the 64-bit. So Windows 7, if you are using now, some systems will support 32-bit, some systems will support 64-bit. So based on that, so you can download the Java softwares. Okay. So if you are using 32-bit, you can click on this 86 and you can download. If you are downloading 64, you can download the 64-bit operating system. Okay. So based on your systems, you can download. But version is the 8th version you have to download. So directly you can go to the Google and JDK 8 and you can download. So next, another thing what you have to download means, so we have to download Eclipse for the Java. So what is the first we downloaded means, so that is called the software. Okay. So just that is a software. If you want to write any programs in the Java like that, na, so definitely we require the support of this Eclipse. Okay. So how to download the Eclipse? So directly you can go to the Google and you can type Eclipse. So this is the official website of the Eclipse. You can go inside this and directly you can click on this download. So if you click on this download now, so here it is showing. So 86 into 64. So here there is a no separate for 32-bit and 64-bit. Only one file is there. So this file will support 32-bit as well as 64-bit. So just you can give the click here download and it will download in your system. Okay. So if anybody is not downloaded these things now, so you just download it by today. Okay. So if these two things is there only, we can work with the Java. So if these two is not available now, so it is very difficult to work with the Java. So these two are free only, you don't need to pay any amount for this. So download it by today. So if you are facing any difficulties in download now, so you can share your screen. So I will explain how to download. Okay. Now if you want to share now, you can share it. So everyone knows how to download.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I think you people is having these softwares. So still in case if you are facing any difficulties now, so you can share your screen. Okay. So you want to share your screen, anybody?
Later I will download, sir, by evening.
Okay, so you just download it by today. Okay.
Okay.
So first introduction of the Java we'll see. So what is the introduction of the Java? So which year the Java is introduced? So who introduced the Java? So this will comes in the introduction. So just overview I will tell you. So these things are not that much important. So just you have to know about some idea. So introduction means Java introduced in the year 1995. So who introduced the Java means James Gosling. So James Gosling, he is the person who introduced the Java. So in the year 1995. So which company introduced the Java means Sun Microsystems. So Sun Microsystems. So the author name is James Gosling. So he introduced the Java in the year 1995. So with the help of the Sun Microsystems. Okay. So the first version. So this versions is little bit important. So the first version in the Java is alpha beta version. So later they converted into 1.0, so 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 and 1.5. So after 1.5, so 6, 7, 8, 9, so 10. So up to 9th version only the people are using. So 10th also keep. So 10, 11, 12, 13. So up to 13 versions released in the Java, but still we are using in the 8th version. Okay, so if you want to work with the Java, so either 8 you can use, or if you are perfect in Java, you can go with the 9th version. So if you are a beginner, so you can use the 8th version. Okay, so if you want to check what is the latest version of the Java means, so you can go to the Google and you can type it. So Java. So it will show the latest versions of the Java. See, now they release the 15th version also at 15th September 2020. So if you directly type the Java, so it will show the latest versions. So versions they will release it, but still we are in either 8 or 9 version. So that's why I downloaded to 8th version. Okay, so if you directly type the Java download means always it will show the advanced version only, but don't try to download the advanced versions. So always try to download the previous versions only. It is easy to work for you. Next, so these are all the versions of the Java. So next, so if you want to work with the Java, so definitely 3 softwares we are using. So these are very important for the interview. So what are all the softwares we are using for the Java? So 3 types of the softwares we are using for the Java. So first one is JDK. So JDK stands for Java Development Kit. So JDK stands for Java Development Kit. So next is JRE. So JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. So next JVM. So JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. So total 3 softwares we are using for the Java. So one is a JDK, another one is a JRE, another one is a JVM. So JDK stands for Java Development Kit. JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. So JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. So these are the 3 softwares we are using. So next, totally the Java consists of 3 editions. So editions and softwares are different. I will tell you the difference between the editions and softwares. So what are all the main 3 editions in the Java means? So first one is J2SE. So J2SE stands for Java Standard Edition. So next one J2W. So J2W stands for Java Enterprise Edition. Next one J2ME. So J2ME stands for Java Micro Edition. So these are all the 3 editions of the Java. Okay. So if you want to work with these all editions, okay, so definitely we require this 3 softwares. Okay. So if you want to work with J2SE, we require all these software. If you want to work with J2W, we require these softwares. If you have to work with J2ME, we require this softwares. Okay, so I think you people frequently listen the words called core Java, advanced Java. So the core Java is nothing but J2SE portion. Okay, so Java Standard Edition. So the J2EE is nothing but Java Enterprise Edition. So it will stands for advanced Java. So this core Java and advanced Java terms are given by our people. Okay, so just for our convenience, we have given the core Java and advanced Java. So the original terms is so J2SE and J2EE. Okay, so what is this J2ME means? So this J2ME is nothing but so Android. Okay, so if you are to work with the Android, okay, so we have to learn the so J2ME. Okay, but now you people are learning only this core Java, advanced Java. Okay, so after this, if you may be interested, you can go with the Android. So this is also totally depend upon the Java only. So without knowing the Java, it is very difficult to learn this Android and advanced Java. Okay, so next, so real-time examples. So where are we are using this Java real-time examples? So in mobiles we are using. So in mobiles also we are using the Java coding. So why? Because so mobile is totally developed with the help of the Android. So obviously in Android we are using the Java. Okay. So next, by using the Java we can create websites. Okay. So mobile apps, make it right, mobile apps. So we can create the websites. We can create the games. So these are all some real-time examples of the Java, etc. So many we can build, but these are all some real-time examples. So much people know these things only. So mobile apps we can create, so websites we can create, so games also we can develop with the help of the Java application. So next, so depend upon the Java. So what are all the remaining technologies you should aware means? So in case if you know the Java, so the automation testing is very easy. So these are all not related to Java, but in this we are using the Java functionality. Okay, but these are not related to you people. Maybe in case in interview they will ask what is the purpose of the Java. So in any other technologies we are using the Java means. So in automation testing we are using. So that is nothing but Selenium. So I think you people listen this word Selenium. Okay. So next, so we are using this Java in DevOps. So this is also one of the technology. So in this also we are using little bit Java coding, not fully, little bit Java coding. So Salesforce is there. Okay, so Salesforce, this is also one of the technology. So here also we are using some Java functionalities. Okay. So next, another thing, Python. So Python is not fully depend upon the Java, but so I will give you one guarantee. If you learn the Java perfectly now, so without taking any coaching, so easily by your own you can learn the Python. Okay. So Python is a very easiest programming language. So if you perfectly learn with the Java now, easily you can learn the Python. So not only Python, so remaining all the programming languages also you can learn. Okay. So etc. So here also you can give us an etc. So there are so many other technologies is there. So if you want to learn JavaScript also, so the Java functionalities is the most important. So once if you are aware with the Java means remaining all any other programming language you want to learn easily you can learn. Okay. So this is all about the introduction of the Java. So still up to now, any doubts is there? So everyone is clear up to now?
Sir,
Yeah, hello.
sir, Himanshu, sir.
Yeah, clear.
Yes, sir. Sir, applet is not there, sir. Java applet, sir.
So Java applets is there, but that are all the old technologies. Okay. Now we no need to use that applets. Okay. So it's a old functionality in Java. So instead of using the applets only, we are using these technologies like HTML, JSP servlets we are using. Okay. So this is the advanced of the applets. So now currently nobody is hiring on that applets and that all. But what is the use of that applets means if you people want to learn any Android or you want to learn only on the Java, okay, so you want to learn the applets, okay, but currently nobody is asking about these applets and all. So is there, but in 100 only 15 to 20% only is there on these applets, okay.
Okay, sir.
So that is also Java functionality. Applets is there, AWT programming is there, but currently nobody is using that one. So just note it down. So AWT, applets, swing, these three technologies is there. So at the end, I will give you the idea of these three. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. No doubt, sir.
Right. So remaining any other doubts? Okay. So now we'll see how to execute the Java program. Okay. So before executing the Java program, so first we have to check in your systems whether the Java is installed or not. So how to check in your systems whether the Java is installed or not means, so two ways is there. So you can go to the command prompt in your system and you can check it, or the easiest way is, so go to the local drive in your system. So in this, go to the program files. So in this program files, so check with the Java. So here the Java is there. So check it with the version. So which version I am using? So 1.8. So the 1.8 is nothing but 8th version. Okay. So what is the softwares I told you for the Java? JDK, JRE and JVM. So once if you download the JDK, so this JRE and JVM, so automatically it will comes to your system. Okay. So we no need to download separately. So once if you download the JDK, so these two files will be automatically available. So if you want to see in my system, so I will show you. So this is a JDK. So these are all the files available in the JDK. So how we can execute a simple, a very basic program in the Java, we'll see. Okay. So if you want to run a simple program in the Java, first of all, so you have to do one thing. So what is the first thing you have to do means, so go to your desktop or any other files in your system. So create one folder. So I'm creating one folder with the help of the Java. I'm creating one folder with the help of the Java. So next open the notepad. Okay. So here first go to the file. So save as. So where we have to save, we created one folder in the desktop. Okay. So whenever you are saving your Java file, so always you have to save with the .java extension. Okay. So with the help of the .java extension. So before that you can give any name, but the extension should be .java extension. So like images.png, .jpg, .txt for the text files. Same like that the Java. So we have to use the .java extension, and you can give click. So now your file name is demo.java. So later I will explain you this program, but see how the flow of program is there. So whenever you are writing the Java program, so first we have to start with the class. So this class, and next you have to write the class name. So I'm writing my class name demo. So after that we have to open some curly braces, and we have to close this curly braces. So inside this scope, so this is called the scope. Scope means what? So one bracket is open, one bracket is closed. So in between whatever you are writing, so this is called the scope, inside this scope. So next we have to use one method in the Java. That method is called public static void main string array args. So this method is also having the scope. Okay, so inside the class, so I return a method. So this is called a method. So for the method also I have given the scope. Okay, so if you people have idea about the C language now, so in C language we are using void main, int main, like that functionalities we are using. So here also we are using the public static void main. So C we are using the void main or int main. So here we are using public static void main. So the method is same. So next, inside this I am writing so system.out. So inside this I am writing hello. So the system.out.println is a print statement in the Java. Okay, so system.out.println is a print statement. So print statement means what? So if you want to print anything in the output, so if you want to print anything in the output, so definitely we require the system.out.println functionality. Okay, so whatever you are passing inside this, that it is going to print in the output. Okay, so if you want to compare with the C language, so it is equals to the printf function. Okay, so if you idea about the C language now, I'm telling. So if you are not having any idea about the C language now, just leave that one. So in Java, if you want to print any statement, definitely we require system.out.println. Okay, that's all. So now I want to run this program. So now already you saved with the file, but the coding I did not save. So once go to the file, so just give the save. Okay, so now the writing of the program is finished. So next we will see how to execute this program. So if you want to execute this program, so first of all, so we have to go to the command prompt. So you have to go to the command prompt. So this is my command prompt. So in my command prompt, I am using C drive users and admin. So related to your systems, it will come. So up to this, it will come based on your related systems. From here, whatever the coding I am writing, that's common. So first I am giving CD. So what is a CD means? Change directory. So basically this is in the admin folder. So now I am changing my directory to desktop. So now it came to the desktop file. So change directory to desktop. So now in desktop, what is the folder name you have given? So Java is the folder name you have given. So now I am changing my directory. So cd space Java. So now first I redirected from admin to desktop. Next I redirected from desktop to Java. So now you have to execute your program. So if you want to execute your program from now, so we have to follow the 3 steps from here. So what is the first step means? So step 1. So set path. Okay. So step 1 is, so observe clearly, this is the most important. So step 1, what is the first step 1? So we have to set the path. So where the Java path is available means, so I am giving the navigation. So first we have to go to the C drive in your system. Okay. So from the C drive, so we have to go to the program files. So from the C drive, so we have to go to the program files. So in program files, we have to select Java folder. So you have to select the Java folder. So in that Java folder, so we have to select JDK again. So in the Java folder, you have to select JDK. Okay. So once after going this JDK, so inside the JDK, another one bin folder will be available. Okay. So one folder bin will be available. So after opening the bin folder, so go to the top and copy the URL. Okay. So go to the top and copy the URL. So these are all the, this is the first step. Okay. So what is the first step? So first you have to go to the C drive, program files, Java folder, JDK bin. So go to the top and you have to copy the URL. So now I will tell you practically how to do. So first I went to the C drive in my system. So in C drive, so program files. So open this program files and go to the Java. So inside the Java, which folder I told? JDK. So inside the JDK, you have to go to the bin folder. So now go to the top. So this is the top location and copy this URL. So this is the location of your Java. So copy this URL. Okay. So now come to the command prompt. So set path equals to, set path equals to, so we have to copy that path. Okay. So after copying the path, at the end give the semicolon and give the next line. Okay. So what is the advantage of using this path? Why we have to use this path? Within a few minutes I will explain. So this is the first step. Okay. So next one. So what is the step 2 we have to use means? So we have to compile the Java program. We have to compile the Java program. So what is the purpose of the compile means? So to check errors in our program. So this is the first reason to compile the program. So second reason also I will tell you. But first you have to follow the first reason. So whether you did the program correctly or not. So first we have to compile the Java program. So next step 3. So step 3 to run the Java program. Okay. So in step 2 only, so how to compile the Java program? So I'm telling, so command, what is a command to run? So command to compile Java program. What is the command we are using means? So Java C. So Java C is a command we are using, and Java C space file name dot Java. Okay. So what is the command we have to use for compiling? So Java C space file name. So file name means whatever the name you are giving at the time of your program. So whenever you are saving your program, so at the time what is the name you have given? So that name we have to provide here. So next, so for running, what is the command we are using? What is the command we have to use means? So Java space class name. So what is that class name? So what is that file name? Now we'll so compiling and execution. So now I came for the compile. So first basically I'm typing so Java C space. Okay. So now go to the desktop. Go to your folder. So here how many files is there? Only one file. So what is the extension of this file? .java. And what is the name I have given to this file? So demo.java. So this demo.java is the file name. Okay. So whenever you are compiling the program, so we have to use demo.java. So here demo is my file name. So now it will take some time to compile the program and it is executing the next step. So if the next step is successfully executed, okay, so there is a no errors in the program. So in case if you make any errors now, it will not compile your program. Okay. So now go to your folder and observe clearly. So before that, only one file is there. Now automatically another file is created. So what is this file? So what is the use of that file? So I will tell you. Okay. So before that, we have to run our program. So if you want to run your program, so what is the command I told? So Java space class name. So what is the class name here? So class, you are giving some space and you are writing the demo. So this is called the class name. So now you can get some doubt. So is a file name and class name, it should be same or different. So that is our choice. So if you want to give same, you can give us the same. If you want to give different, you can give different. So that's no issues. But whenever you are compiling, you have to use a file name. So whenever you are running, we have to use the class name. So now I am giving demo. So now the output is executed. Hello. Okay, so whatever you have given in the print statement, so that it is going to execute here. So these are all the steps you have to follow to run the Java program. Okay. So first in initial days it will be little bit difficult, but once if you get practice now, it will be very easy. Okay. So note down this program first. Completed writing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So clear?
Yes, sir.
So clear? So any doubt still up to now for executing the program? Okay. So now we'll see the flow of this program, okay? So why this file came? So we created only the Java file. But why this file came means, so very simple concept, okay? So answer my question. So which language you are speaking? So basically, what is your native language? So anyone, can you tell me what is the language you are speaking?
Telugu.
Which language?
Telugu, sir.
Okay, so any other people from any other languages?
Sir, Hindi.
Yeah, Hindi. So now here two different languages people is there. So if I speak in your language in Telugu na, Hindi people cannot understand. Okay, so if Telugu people in front of Hindi people will speak na, they will not understand the Hindi. So in between we require some translator. So to convert these two languages. Okay, so whenever you are converting these two languages, definitely one translator should be required. So here also same thing is happening. Okay, so why here the two files is created means, so one simple logic is going to apply here. So now we return the coding. So now we return the coding here. So this coding is in which language means machine understandable language. Okay, so this coding is called machine understandable language. So internally the Java is also one separate language is there. So what is the language we are using for the Java means, so bytecode. So bytecode is the language we are using for Java. So this is a whatever the coding we written. So this is a normal machine understandable language. So internally the Java is also having one language. So that language name is called bytecode. Okay. So what here this Java C will do means, so whenever you are compiling your program, so it will convert our machine language to the Java language. Okay, so that's why automatically it was created a dot class file. So this dot class file is nothing but Java understandable language. So whenever you are compiling our program, so automatically it will convert our mission language to the Java language. So that's why automatically it is creating the file. So here write down. So what is another purpose of the compilation means? So it will convert our mission language into Java language. So that is the purpose of compiling the Java program. Okay. So what is the main purpose of the compilation means? So one, it will check the errors and it will convert our mission language to Java language. So that's why we are at each and every time we are compiling the Java program. Okay. So this is a command we are using for the Java. So now clear? So now everything is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then now I will show you some mistakes. Okay. So if I do the mistakes now, whether the program will execute or not. So now for example, I'm removing the semicolon. So I'm removing some bracket. Okay. So here I'm removing some P. So now again I'm going to save my program. So whenever you are saving your program, so again you have to start from the compilation. So first I'm compiling Java C space demo.java. So now see. So how many mistakes it is showing? So 3 errors it is showing. So what is the first error? So we are missing the semicolon. So next we are missing this brackets. Okay, here we are missing some word. So if you are doing any mistakes now, the program will not compile. So everything perfectly if you do only, so your program will compile. Okay, so now I'm giving each and everything. So again I'm going to save my file. So now again I'm compiling the Java program. So Java C space, so demo.java. See now there is a no mistakes only, our program will compile successfully. So next to Java space demo. So now it is going to print hello in the output. Okay, so clear? So everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now we'll see what is the work of the JDK, JRE and JVM. So these three already we executed in this program, but we don't know what is a JDK, what is a JRE, what is a JVM. Okay, so now I will show you one diagram regarding this JDK, JRE and JVM. Okay, so if everyone is able to see the screen now, So you just draw this diagram, okay? So just flow of the diagram. So completed writing the diagram.
Yes, sir.
So now see the flow of the program. So Java source code, okay. So what is this Java source code? So whatever the code we written, so this is called the Java source code, okay. So this is called the Java source code. So next, Java development kit. So if you want to run this source code, so what is the step we followed? First, we have to set the path. So this path is nothing but the JDK. Okay. So if the JDK is available in this system only, we can run the Java application. Okay. So it will come into the Java compiler and it is converting our source code to the bytecode. So who is converting our source code to the bytecode means so Java virtual machine. Okay, so Java virtual machine. So I will write it here. So JDK. So JDK. So it will provides only the path of the Java. Okay. So next, what is the next step? We are compiling your program. So the compiling is done by the Java virtual machine. So what the Java virtual machine will do? So it will compiles our program. Okay. It will compiles our program and converts Java source code to okay. So this is the work of the JVM. Okay. So next one here, if you observe, another thing is there. So Java runtime environment. So what is this Java runtime environment means? JRE. So it will provide all the libraries to run the Java application. It will provide all the libraries to run the Java application. So what are all the libraries here means? So you used some code called Java C. use some code called Java, where all these things are coming from. So Java runtime environment. Okay, so the Java runtime environment will provide what are all the libraries to run the Java application. So next JVM. So Java virtual machine means compiler. So it will compile our program and it will convert into Java source code to the bytecode. And what is the work of the JDK? So it will provide only that path of the Java. So this is the three things: JDK, JVM and JRE. Okay, so simple terms. So no need to get confused in this also. So what is the work of the JDK? So it will provide only the path of the Java. It's like a software. So next JVM. So what is the work of the JVM? So it acts as a Java compiler and it will convert our Java source code into the bytecode. So next one JRE. So what is the purpose of the JRE? So it will provide all the libraries to run the Java application. Okay. So just take one real-time example for this. So you people are going to your college. So what is the purpose of the college you are going? For studying purpose. So if you want to study, who will share the knowledge for you? So the teacher will share the knowledge for you. So teacher will share the knowledge from teacher to you. So next, where the teacher will get that knowledge? Reading by books. So where the books will be available? So in the library. So same like this, JDK, JVM and JRE. So JDK is like a college, JVM is like a teacher. So JRE is like a library. So it is a teacher. So teacher will get the information from the library and it will share to you. And if you want to work with all these one, definitely we require one platform called college or school, anything. Okay. So this is a general basic example of the JDK, JVM and JRE. Okay. So clear, I hope everyone is clear.